Please excuse the nose. Puberty's a bitch. So this marks my first video following the end of my lectures for 2015, which feels pretty good. Now the next topic that I would love to talk about, and it's quite an interesting one because we don't really think about it that much. Not really. Maybe if you're busy watching those particular movies, which I'll go into, depending on that, you might have that thought in mind. But I'm uncertain about it. But it's a very interesting thing to think about. So let's get right to it. So what I would like to talk about today is about the FBI and espionage. Now, to understand the whole thing, for those who don't know that second word, Mr. Gibson will explain to you. Obviously, you know, the FBI stands for Federal Bureau of Investigation, which is found in America. It's an American agency where they do secret things to do with crime and politics and all those kinds of things. Espionage is the word which describes the art, not painting art, but the art or practice of spying. Now, when we think about the spies and about agents and about secret corporations, movies that will just come to mind straight away are movies like James Bond, The Bourne Identity, The Bourne Supremacy, The Bourne Ultimatum, Mission Impossible, The International, The Fugitive, heck, even Johnny English to some extent. But in those movies, we see these people, not just one person, but a whole group of people or even a corporation where the work that they do is very secret, discreet, classified. Oh, that word. Let me just move on before I go crazy. So everything they do is completely secret. And we wonder, why do that be so secret? Why do they have these spies or secret agents where they go on special expeditions or missions where they have to accomplish something or they have to catch someone or whatever the case may be? How did this come about? Firstly, the FBI. Yeah, that place. As well as many other ones you can think of. But just the FBI. They always seem to find an excuse to basically stalk people, to find out what they're doing, to follow their telephone lines, their cell phone lines, their tracking devices, all those things that you can think of. And they make it seem so awkward and so violating. Yes, of course, they're going for the bad people and whatever, but if we had to put it into our perspective, so in other words, if we were in their shoes and you're being watched by them 24/7, it must be so weird. I wouldn't want to look for by these kind of people because geez, let's not linger on that. And it's almost impossible to find a person who works for the FBI and what they must be like if you do jump into one in person. Will they be like those people that just don't respond to you at all or give you those very straight faces or very cocky, arrogant, rude? What would they be like as people to other people around them? Those who they couldn't give one iota of a shit going after. What would they be like? And their lifestyle with their families. How do they live their life with these special secrets? One agent could be the person who has to try and catch Osama bin Laden. And he casually goes home to his family, says hello to his wife, gives her a kiss and whatever, and his children, and the rest of his family. And then generally your family would ask you, how was your day? Did anything happen? Well, that's if they do know that you're an FBI agent. And they'll ask you, how was your day? Anything new happen? I wonder how their response will be like, their facial expressions, all those things. How exactly they would tell them. They'd probably be like, oh no, just another day in the office, nothing new. Just filling in some spreadsheets. Same old, same old. Yeah, sure. must be a lot of spreadsheets, and you carry a gun and strange glasses. Yeah, that's a good excuse. Oh wait. I wonder how the people operate in the FBI and how things are managed there and how they find a way to keep it secret from the whole public. The whole public. How do you do that? If I were to somehow, or if any normal person who doesn't have any involvement with any kind of work like that would just walk into the FBI and just try and be a bit, in Afrikaans we say a bit skelm, so a bit of mischief, and just try and slither your way through to central part of the agency and to see what's going on, because I'd love to know what the hell is going on in there. And when they catch you, what are they going to do to you? They're going to contain you and stab you and torture you, go after your family. I wonder how they operate in such instances, but we don't know. Now that's the FBI. Now espionage, agents, secret agents, James Bond people. Firstly, where are they held? The main office, where the hell are they held? I mean, MI7 is in London, quite a building that stands out, but is that really so? And there's secret hiding places or bases. Every company in that kind of job must have some secret base, like underground or in like those abandoned places that no one ever uses, or that we think is abandoned or deserted. No. How do they operate down there? What are the people like? But now the agents themselves, license to kill. We know that's not true. No person has a license to kill somebody. For whatever reason, don't have that license to kill. But now, how are they recruited? Where do they find these people? I'm sure they have their special little orphanage that they go to. Like the orphanage for the secretly gifted. Some random spot, wherever in the world. They just go there and they're like, yeah, listen, we need a few recruits that we want to train to become deadly agents. Yeah, you won't find any here, eh? Go try somewhere else, not here. We're not very secret. We just stand out just like that, just by doing, well, anything. But now, how does one become a secret agent, become a spy? And what was the life be like of a spy? Living your life as a secret. I don't think they're even allowed to have a family.